Hey there, beautiful friend. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. If you're new here, I'm Jamie. We're checking in for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I just had a massage, feeling very relaxed. Very much needed. I probably could have gone for a little longer, but needed some self-care today. Tell me one thing that you did for yourself today that you feel really good about. All right, Pisces. Let's see what's going on and check in for your energies. Thank you, Spirit, in support of our collective here. What do we need to know? So first up, we've got 7 of Pentacles. My camera a little bit wobs. Okay. 4 of Wands. Nice. Let's see where this is taking us. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles with the 5 of Wands in the center. We have got the Knight of Swords. This week there's a lot around communication, that's for sure. I know Mercury's going retrograde. We've got the 2 of Swords. The Ace of Swords. One more, thank you, Spirit. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. Underneath, we've got the Ace of Cups. All right, Pisces. Let's rock and roll. 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles as we're kicking off. It seems like there's something that you're investing in terms of a direction, or not necessarily putting all your eggs in one basket, but you're seeing where you can develop and expand here. Maybe too, this has been a bit of a work in progress for you towards a certain direction, a connection, a place that you just feel aligned to or feel called to. And with this 9 of Pentacles, on the other side of this, what it kind of is representing here is that you see the in-between, right? Is that the work that's required to succeed in this is when things come out the other side of feeling like you have hit the mark, you're feeling successful, you're feeling like I've done this, I'm making progress, okay? Whatever this is that you're investing in right now, which represents your 4 of Wands. So 4 of Wands can be happy life, happy family, a happy direction, just something that you're feeling very called and that's really supportive for your growth, for your best interest. And I quite like this for you because it's just putting you on mark for what matters. And that's the direction that Spirit's kind of saying, let's keep focusing there. Let's keep doing that because the more you invest in this is what arrives here. And the 9 of Pentacles, like I said, is a very beautiful energy. It's a very supportive energy. It's an energy of growth and independence, in strength, in prosperity. It's you taking ownership of your own growth and the rewards and benefits that naturally come with that. The Queen of Pentacles with the 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. There's something here about the level up, okay? The 9 of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, that's leveling up quite significantly in a sense of ownership, success, whether this is success at home, whether this is, because this is quite a mothering energy, but it's also one of stability and one that is coined, and I'll say coined because it is a coin, but also coined to succeed and represent in whatever that you're doing. So I feel there's quite a level up here. In addition to that, with the 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords, there does seem to be a little bit of competition in play here, or a little bit of challenging energy of something that you're also trying to pursue. So I don't know if this is other people in the mix, or just you have multiple tasks at hand that you're trying to navigate and work through. But it's interesting, whatever this is, there's some response that's coming in with this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is someone who's got something to say. They're usually quite direct. they might be a little bit off the cuff, and then there could be a question mark to how to respond and what to do. And I can see that that's what's happening here with the Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So your energy shifting from investing, from growth, from purpose and expansion to, okay, now I've got to deal with this. I don't know who this Knight of Swords is or what this is representing in your life, Pisces, and whether this is something that you're in now or something that's coming forward. Again, let's only manifest what we want and what we seek. Well, let's forewarned to really, I guess, position ourselves in the right mindset to move forward. So there's something here that's being produced or being expressed that is putting you in a place of, hang on a sec. There's a little bit of a step back movement, a little bit of protective energy, and a little bit of processing. But the processing is good, right? We don't want to make any rash decisions, rash choices over someone that's just flying on in, something to say, and then, whatever they're doing. Because the moment in between is going to help you get the clarity that you need and put you in a position to really articulate how you need to articulate, really position you in a way of providing constructive feedback, feeling pretty clear in your thoughts, in the way forward. There's something here that's really powerful that's happening and transforming as you're growing. So I don't know who's challenged. This could be a person that's challenging you with maybe multiple things to do, or putting you a bit under pressure, or challenging you in what you're doing. Whatever this is, I like it because you're coming out the other side here in knowing who you are, what you want, what's meaningful to you, and being able to express it in a really good way. Underneath, Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands with the Strength energy. Whatever is transpiring here, it's coming from a place of, I think, goodwill and good measure, even though initially it may, like I said, have you take a step back. But I think this is going to put you on a path of what you need to awaken something in your life. And the pressure that you perhaps have been feeling in pursuit of this is allowing you to maybe build more confidence. You know how sometimes you can have that energy in your life that just really steps up, and sometimes they're just straight shooters and they challenge the status quo, they challenge your thinking, and it's really helpful. But at first it can be a little bit jarring. And I feel whoever this is or whatever this is like beefing you up to keep going, or to step up, or don't shrink yourself, or challenging you to think outside the box here. There's something that this person or energy is doing that's actually going to be really good for you. Let's have a look at more so underneath in terms of the influence and the challenge that's presenting itself here through this, to see what you need to know. Straight up, we've got the Knight of Cups. I don't know if this Knight of Cups has anything to do with Knight of Cups that came up yesterday in terms of someone expressing something. We do have the Four of Swords. And the King of Swords. You've got so much swords energy going on here. And underneath is High Priestess. So with this Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the King of Swords, underneath them what may be challenging you is you've been waiting to hear something, waiting for some acknowledgement, waiting for some form of information. And the Knight of Cups is usually some form of proposal or offer. And I feel like that's what you could be waiting for, is someone to come to you with something that is meaningful, someone to come to you with something that you can work with. But there's been a little bit of pause in between that could be challenging, or something you haven't heard from, something you've been waiting on. Again, there's this waiting energy. This Four of Swords just seems more waiting and an in-between, a bit of silence, a bit of you working through your own things as this is occurring, to really see what you need or where you need to open up more. It could be challenging you, in ways to expand as well. With this King of Swords showing up here, again, there's further clarity and direction. If this King of Swords is representing someone in your life, while it could be an air energy, So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. There's something here about the articulation and the direction that is being given here. This could also be someone who's quite in a senior position, that is full of information, advice, supportive. There are supportive energy in this regard that's coming on through. So if you've been, as I said, it's interesting because I don't feel you've been in limbo, but I feel like there hasn't been probably the progress or the no, not the insight. What are we trying to say here? I can see it, but I need to express it. So I guess it's when you've been working hard towards something and you're waiting for the feedback, whether it's feedback from people, feedback from the universe, feedback from something that to kind of confirm you're heading in the right direction. And like I said, I feel like you're waiting for this thing to show up in your life. Again, it could be a person, it could be an organization, it could be a boss, it could be somebody that's relevant to you right now. But there has been a little bit of downtime, quiet time that maybe has got you chilling out or focusing on other things, but there is something here that, again, quite strongly been moving forward. This also could be some competitive energy that you're dealing with, especially if you're putting yourself out there for new work, for new opportunities, for some promotion, for a new position, whatever it may be. Or if this is in regard to your relationship or marriage, whatever that may be for you right now. There's some direction that you believe in that you've been working on, and whatever news or information that you're hearing, after some time it's coming on through. With the High Priestess underneath, you've got the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Wands still showing up here. So, did I say 10 of Wands? Yep, 3 of Swords and the High Priestess. It's like you're preparing for some letdown for some reason, or you're holding back what you're truly experiencing right now. Maybe you're disappointed that the news or the way someone's showing up isn't coming through the way that you anticipate. And it's, making you feel just disappointed. But I don't think it's something that you're potentially sharing out with people. I think you're trying to be okay. Like I said, with this 4 of Swords, I got this, but underneath, I think there's other things going on and you're feeling a little bit of pressure with this. Again, I don't think you're showing it out loud. It's something that you're just dealing with and keeping to yourself. Let's see where this is all going. So you got the Page of Wands. So I feel like communication will open up here. Sorry, guys. Let me just move this over a tad. Okay. So Page of Wands. What else do we need to know here towards the potential outcome? You've got the 2 of Wands. So there's a lot of communication and a lot of activity that's going on right now. You've got the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. This is great. There's progress. We've got the Temperance energy and the 3 of Cups. Underneath, we've got the Magician energy. So where this seems to be flowing and going right now, Pisces, there's an aspect here of someone that's coming on through with some news or some information to make progress here. I think there's some cool energy that's coming on in that, while it may challenge you, I think it's going to put in a good way, right? I think this is a good news, good information that's coming on through from this King of Swords that you probably can't see yet, or it's influencing this, direction that you're going. But whatever does end up coming through, because you're also sitting in the Queen of Swords energy, clear, precise, giving direction. Whatever this is, you're stepping up in quite an intellectual aspect, okay? And I feel this news coming on through is putting a new beat to whatever that you're doing. And it's opening up something here that allows you to reflect and look at the potential or make some plans towards. For some reason, initially with something, there could be a lot of internal thinking of what something could be. But for some reason, at some point in time, there's a little bit of an aspect of whether you have enough talent, skills, energy, to really succeed in this. It seems like you could be feeling a little bit alone in trying to achieve something here, feeling maybe perhaps a little bit misunderstood. Like, what is it that you're not giving or not doing for the Five of Pentacles? Because the Five of Pentacles is usually sitting in some sense of loss or not making progress or feeling left behind or abandoned or just not good enough, right? So there's something here. It's like you're trying not to get your hopes up about it, because I think, again, you're choosing something and can see the potential. Maybe, again, you're putting all this effort and energy into it, and then you're constantly being hit with new challenges. But sometimes that new challenges helps us expand, helps us get outside our comfort zone to really achieve something. And I feel like this is what's happening. And you're waiting, like I said, waiting for this offer, waiting for something to come through. And at the same time, you know, naturally you may be feeling a little bit hurt or a little bit, not hurt, so to speak, but feeling a little bit bummed about why these things can't connect and happen and grow for you. And it seems to be a little bit of a theme right now. But again, what I'm seeing is there's some news and you're looking at it, but again, not trying to get your hopes up. But what I do see here is the Six of Pentacles. There is something here that's going to support whatever you're wanting to do, which is related to this. There's something that's meeting you and matching you. Okay, so Six of Pentacles is balance. It's what you give, they give. You know, that there's this reciprocal energy happening. I think there's something here you're going to be quite happy about and grateful for. That's also going to allow to balance things out. There could be a bit of a timing factor involved here, waiting to see what happens next. But ultimately with this Three of Cups, there's something to celebrate, to be excited about. This could also be an opportunity to attend something that you've been really wanting to attend or go to. And maybe you've been questioning whether you should, especially if you're on your own. But I feel like whatever this is that you're going towards or that's presenting to you, you're going to feel, just really happy and connected with. Yeah, I like this. You got the Magician, the Hanged Man, the Death energy. You know how beautiful this is, Pisces? This is letting you know that the waiting game of the thing that you've been wanting to manifest is coming on through, okay? So this is really positive energy that's happening and unfolding here right now. So whatever this news is that may show up, or that, like I said, maybe it's something you've already received. Maybe this is something that's coming already. I just feel Spirit's asking you, don't be too hasty and responsive. Just see where this plays. See how you feel connected to it. Because Two of Swords too is also the intuitive energy. There's also more information perhaps at hand here, and having to make a choice around something. So whatever this Five of Wands representing right now on something that you're wanting to make happen or feel safe in terms of your home life or family life, I feel like something will become pretty clear to you, okay? And if someone has challenged you or made things difficult, they could just end up coming in and apologizing and being, pretty... it may not seem sincere with this King of Swords, energy, but it may come across in a way that, it's pretty direct, it's pretty finite in a sense of they're going to just tell you what you need to hear, but they're also doing it understanding that that's what they also need to do. So I feel like there's going to be a positive shift or a positive understanding around a direction. But at first, I think there's going to be a little bit of a question mark whether this can turn from something that's not fulfilling or not giving to or not showing up for you in your life to actually showing up. And I feel like there's going to be a successful turnaround here with some, a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of, supportive energy here. You need to remember the temperance energy's got 2 cups. So it's an emotional thing, but at the same time, it's something that's grounded in the earth, and it's something that's healing with the water. On an emotional front. And like I said, you're coming out on top. So whatever you've been wanting to manifest or come to life or put your effort and energy into, it's coming around. There's not going to be much more sitting around, because I can see that's the challenge. And you're just, you're heading in the right direction. So keep trusting in that. But like I said, whatever this communication that comes in, just take a step back. Don't react. Okay. We'll leave that there, Pisces. I look forward to connecting with you. For those in the Soul Collective who are part of the extended and bonuses, you've got a few things coming out, so keep a lookout for that. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye.